Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Rosewort, stampersdelight.com. Let me just adjust my camera here. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. A few minutes early today. Thunderstorms coming through. Hopefully it'll cool it off in New York, but I wanted to make sure that everything was working. So we're going to get started, and if you come on later, just watch the replay. So if you like that mug or other stamping apparel, go to stampersdelightshop.com, where you can pick out mugs, sweatshirts, t-shirts for the stamper in your life or for yourself. Just a reminder, in July, I have my online and in-person Christmas in July Stamp-A-Stack, and there's the 4 sets that we're going to be using. If you join online, it does have to be, you do have to have these sets, okay? The links will be below, and you can pre-order all this so that I can get this ordered on July 3rd for everyone. Hi, Gail. Hi, Alexina. Also, we have the Fun Fold online class for July, and also the Scrapbook class online. So again, all the links will be below. Hello, Artcraft. How are you? Belgium, Nova Scotia. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, Lori, Cynthia. How are you all doing? Hi, Janice. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera. Make sure everything's in focus. There we go. And we're going to get started. So today, I am going to be doing a fun fold with the Full of Life suite. Hi, Becky. And I think you're going to really enjoy this. Very versatile set. I'm also going to be using the Keeping Tabs punch on page 59. So this suite is on 42 and 43. And also I'm going to use the tab punch from page 59. I love the fact that they gave us a choice on these 2 stamp sets that you can, if you're a die person, you like dies rather than punches, you can get the coordinating die as your bundle. Or if you like punches, you can get the coordinating punches for these sets. I bought both because, you know, I do the videos and I like to show you both ways. But for today, I am going to use the Keeping Tabs punch on my fun fold, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. Leave me a comment and give me a thumbs up. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is some cards that I did with that suite. And this is the first one. So excited for you. Best wishes. Loving this. And you can see the sentiment die here. It's pretty cool. I want to call this a trendy set. The next one I did was cutting out the die. Let me just bring those in so I can show you. So this die, I used both of them. I just used the inside die, so it didn't cut the heart out. It just cut out the inside pieces. And the one before that, I used this, and there's your sentiment die. Yeah, I love the die punch options too. So in that suite, you also get the ribbon and these beautiful gems, which if you've watched me, you know I use this ribbon for everything. I love it. And these gems are really great. They also go with everything. So here is another card made with that set. And then I needed a wedding card. So what I did was I used the Cute Crocheted embossing folder. Put that over here. And I cut the heart out. I bumped the inside up with dimensionals, used the little hearts, used the gems and the ribbon. Now that Congrats is from one of our ephemera packs. And all I did was take my blending brush and give it a pop of color. And then in the inside, I used Lifetime of Love because I did need a wedding card. Congratulations on your wedding day. I think I'll put some hearts in there too. So those are a couple of things that I did with this suite so far. So for today's fun fold, I am going to take a piece of blueberry bushel, and this is 10.5 by 4.25. Again, I'm a few minutes early and I apologize for that, but I wanted to get on before we get any bad weather and interruptions. Let me just move this so you can see the whole thing. All right, let me do it this way. I want you to see the whole thing here. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so this piece is 10.5 by 4.25. And the reason I'm using 10.5, you'll see. Now, I scored this in half. I did that ahead of time. I was a little quick here. And I scored that in half. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. I'm going to take some liquid glue. And very thin, put very thin line of liquid glue here. This glue press is from My Sweet Petunia, and the link to order this will be below. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product, but I absolutely love it. I'm going to fold that back up. I'm going to put my tab punch on there. Oop, got some glue on here. Don't want that. So this glass mat will be available to customers July 3rd. It does come with the chamois, and it comes with this nice silicone mat where you can use it for your work area. If you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order that now. But if you're a customer July 3rd, unless you join my team, you can add it as part of your starter kit. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is grab a piece of white, which is already cut. And that is 4 by 5, or it should be. Yep, 4 by 5. I'm going to take a piece of Designer Series paper, and I chose this one. Oh, I have another. Where's the other card? I think there was another card. Oh, I know where it is. Nope, I'm good. I'm going to take that Designer Series paper, and I am going to cut that at 3 3/4 by 5. These are just standard measurements that I use all the time. And then I'm going to layer it onto this piece of white. Now I could use this side, but I want to use this side. So I am just going to layer that right on there. Just like that. Looking for, there they are, okay. I'm going to take that beautiful ribbon, and I'm going to add some ribbon to this. Oh, Stacy, you finally caught me live. Thank you. I'm going to wrap that around there. Get my paper snips. I'm going to bring that card back in. Now remember, you're only doing the sides. I like to open it up a little bit here. Okay. And I'm going to grab this piece. I'll lay that right there. Now I'm going to bring in some of those dies. For this, I grabbed this color. And you can see I cut some of these out. So I'm going to be using both. So I don't know. Oh yeah, that long one fits right there. I might not need both. I might be able to use this one. Oh, they fit nicely like that. Okay, never mind. I'm going to just use this color because I want it to pop out. I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. And my light is about to tip over. So give me one moment. There we go. I'm going to take the 6x6 paper that I've already used for the other card, so there's no waste. I don't think I'm going to use the little one. I'm going to use the big one. I wonder if I can get 2 of these. Ooh, if I angle that just right, I can get 2 of these out. And that's what I'm going to use. Even if it falls off a little bit, let's see if it works better this way. I want to use this as much as I can. I'm going to flip it back that way. Okay. Some of it's going to be hidden, so it's all right if the whole thing doesn't come out. Hi, Holly. How is South Dakota right now? Okay, I'm going to take that piece out. Just going to tap it, pull that out with my, oh, came out good. And then I'm going to do one more over here. There we go. I'm going to put this over here for a second, but I'll be using that again. And let's pull that out. Don't forget to join the online classes. I urge you to do it before July 3rd so I can order everything. With the online exclusives, everything's, I believe, will go back ordered. I mean, I'm only saying that. I don't know that it will, but... All right. Next, we will bring in the heart. Now, remember what I said about the heart. If you just want the inside piece, you don't use the outer edge, and it would give you this image or this die. I'm using both. I'm going to bring in, I want to bring in my berry burst. Do that. Very rainy. Oh, you're under a flood warning. We need rain here. It's been so hot. Okay. I'm going to bring in that berry burst. I'm going to layer both of these together. And then what you get is this heart. Now, the heart doesn't quite cut out all the way, so you're just going to snip that. Put that over there. And then you see that here's the outer edge. We're going to put that there. I am now going to grab the words friends, or friend. And again, this works the same way. If you stamp the word friend, you're going to use that to cut it out. This gives you this kind of image, which is what we're going to use. I'm trying to get all this off here. And I think I'll use Berry Burst for that. So let me bring in a piece of Berry Burst. Now, I keep my scraps in these nice little folders from Stamp and Storage. Oh, there's a smaller one. That's what I'm looking for. I have all 3 sizes, 6 by 6, 12 by 12, and 8.5 by 11. I'm going to cut out the word friend. And when I lift it up, you see that I got this thinner friend image. You could use that negative edge if you wanted to. Let's bring in our card front. Okay, so I have these pretty little pieces. And I have the heart. I don't even know if I'm going to be using that, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add a little liquid glue. Right here. Right here. And then I'm going to put the heart right over it. Let that dry. But what I'm going to do with the heart is I am going to grab some mini dimensionals if I have them here, which I should, or I'll just cut some. I have these little pieces. That's perfect because I need them actually smaller. On the back side, I'm going to take my paper snips and I am going to just cut out a couple of real tiny pieces here. Find the largest part I can to put that. You're not going to really see it anyway. And I think one more little piece. Oh, it's on my finger. You love this DSP. You know what I like about it? I like the fact, and I'll show you the other card, but that you got this starburst. And I'm going to show you the other card that I did with this. That's so easy to make a card, a quick, easy card. Okay. Let's get those pieces off. Thank you, Nancy. And I'm going to layer that right on top of here. I'm not going to use that. I don't have to, but, you know, it comes with it anyway, so you could always use it for something else, and I might later on. Now I have the word friend. And that's going to go right across there. Now this I am going to use my liquid glue and add just a little bit of liquid glue. I'm going to put that right over there. Come on. It'll stick eventually. So let me put a punch on there so it dries. In the meantime, I am going to take a piece of white, which is 3.5 by 5. Now, what I will tell you is depending on how much glue you have on the sides of here, you may have to trim this down. So what I'm going to do is put that white in there, and this does fit at 3.5 by 5. Again, if you put too much glue here, you're going to have to make that piece narrow. Okay, friend. What do we want to tell our friend? We want to tell our friend happy birthday. So again, let me grab the berry burst. We are going to stamp happy birthday. We are going to take the Granny Apple Green, and we have this little leaf here. Put that right there. And close those up before I get my hands in them. And this is where my punch comes in. I'm going to take a piece of berry burst, and I am going to snip that. And now I have a tab. Now, what I can tell you is on the other card, you'll see, I put it on here and I used a staple, which is fine. That's, you know, it's pretty heavy duty. If you don't have that punch, you could also, just so I could show you, make a little loop here and staple that to be a pull. Since I left my stapler upstairs, we are going to use some Stampin' Seal on both ends. If you don't want to use a stapler, use the Stampin' Seal, your liquid glue, any heavy duty adhesive. We are going to put that right in the center. And what I do is where those little humps are, I bring my card into there. Hopefully getting it straight and in the middle. Just like that. So there's your little pull. And that's going to go right inside outside of your card. Now, this is why I didn't make this card 5 1/4, because you got to make extra room for this part to get into your, hello Joan, into your envelope. Next, I'm going to thread a little bit of ribbon through here. Remember, still shots and the PDF will be on my newsletter later today, so you have time to sign up for that. Again, if you watch one of my videos from a while ago and you see a card that you want the PDF for, just email me and tell me what the name of the set is, okay? And the date if you have it. But that's how I file those. So this needs a little more glue. I can see that now. But for now, we are just going to tie a nice little bow here. Turn it around. And get that bow the way I want. I actually want this bow a little bit longer, the way it's showing. So I'm just going to tighten that up just a hair. And straighten it out. I'm going to trim off. Good morning, Joan. How are you? And we're just going to snip that off. I actually should use the sharper scissors because those paper snips are for other things. Okay, there we go. I'm going to bring in those gems. And I'm going to add some gems to this. That will brighten it up. I'm going to use one right here for the eye of the word friend. I'm going to add some here. Maybe add 2 here. There you have a cute little pull-out card with the word friend and happy birthday. Now, because I cut this designer series paper down at 3 3/4, this piece fits perfectly on my envelope lip. So I'm going to do that. And then I am just going to trim this off. Go. I'm going to bring in the berry burst. I'm going to bring in my double heart. And I'm just going to add some hearts to the front. And there we have a quick, easy pull-out fun fold card. Thank you. Yes, very colorful, bright, loving the bright colors. So let me show you 2 others that I did with this one. And this was the first one. You see I used that piece there, but you really didn't need it. Actually, I didn't even glue it down. And this one was with the Burst Designer Series paper. Thank you for being a best friend. Great for birthdays. And you can always sign it on the back. I'm using berry. This one is Berry Burst and Blueberry. This one is the Berry Burst. And then the other one I did, using that Burst Designer Series paper again, was I cut it so that the center of the burst was over here. And then I just used some punches and did a happy birthday. Thinking of you. Quick, easy pull out fun fold. I think anybody would love to get these. So let me show you what I mean by how easy it is to make a quick card with that burst paper. Let's find, oh, there's one, but I know what color I want. Let's see. Oh, there's the color I want. I want that color. I'm going to take a half a sheet of Blueberry Bushel. I'm going to fold that in half. This is my card on the fly, okay? I need a piece of white that is 5 1/4 by 4, perfect. That's going to layer right on top of there. Now, for this piece, it's going to be 3 3/4 by 5, but I want that burst over here. So the way I do that, I mean, you could probably measure it and all that good stuff, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to first go at 5 1/2. Then I'm going to go at, let's see, let's do 4 1/2. Remember, I got to get it to 3 3/4. But I want this over here. So let's do this again. Let's do it at, nope. Let's do this side, I think, at 4. And then let's do this. I can do this part already. We know we need that at 5 inches. And I just play around with it till I get it where I want. Perfect. So now we go to the 3 3/4. We snip that off. So it's got to be 3 3/4 by 5. And I just take a little bit off at a time so I can get that starburst where I want it. And I wanted it closer to here. But as you can see, it's in the middle, which is fine. Which way am I going? I think I like this way. So wherever you want your starburst, that's how you start cutting your cardstock. I'm going to leave it right there for a minute, and you'll see what I mean right here. I cut that until I got that point where I wanted it. Hope that makes sense. I am going to put this right here. I'm going to take some punches that I have now, and I'm going to grab my berry burst again. I'm going to go with my 2-inch punch. If you don't have the sizes I'm using, you can use any size, or you can use like a spot on nature dies would work. And then this is 1 3/4. So we're going to grab a piece of scrap paper here. Do 1 3/4. Going to bring in my berry bushel. My happy birthday, which is around here somewhere. There it is. I'm going to layer that right on top. The blue is blueberry bushel. The pink is berry burst. Yes. Add that right there. I'm going to take a piece of ribbon. Wrong scissors. Let's grab the sharp ones. Right in the center, I'm going to add this, just like that. And then I'm going to layer that on top of there. So I'm going to add a little glue here. And I'm going to lay that down. Add a little more glue right here, just so it holds it in place for me. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals and put that right in the center so it looks like a starburst. I'm going to use up the last bit of, thank you, the last bit on that dimensional sheet. I'm going to add that right there. I'm going to add that to my card base right here. Again, wherever the starburst meets, that's where I put my little piece there. Let's grab an inside piece. Happy birthday. And I'm going to do this. Happy birthday, best. I'm bringing a berry burst here. Bring in the word friend. We all have that one best friend or 2 best friends. I have 3 best friends. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. It's just so bright and cheery, isn't it? We're going to open that up. We'll put that right in there. Oh, I forgot to put something in the corner. So let's grab the little hearts. Since they're already inked up, we'll add those there. Finish it off with the gems. I always like to put a gem or two to make that sentiment pop out. And then I'll add a couple more up here. Whoop. A ray of sunshine. And there you have a quick, easy, yes, simple but effective. So I hope you, oh, you know what? I never used this part. I had this one cut out. Oh gosh, I guess I'm going to have to do another quick card on the fly. What do you think? All right. Let's do that. Let's see what I got over here first. Do I have a, oh, I guess I'll grab the berry burst and cut that in half. Can't leave any pieces. This is really a card on the fly because I have no idea what I was going to do with this. Wasn't even going to do one. Cut that in half. Since I have this out, I'll score it in half. I got some burst pieces. Should I use those? Well, maybe. Grab a piece of white, which is already cut at my 4 by 5 1/4. Let's grab another piece of this designer series paper. Whichever one they want. Let's see, do we want this one? There's certain ones I like and certain ones I don't. So we'll see. This one might be nice because it's all different colors. I might even be able to use that heart. Ooh, I think I can do this. All right, let's cut this down and see what happens. Let's cut this at 3 3/4 by 5. Really no idea how this is going to come out. Oh, yeah, great for the teens. Yeah, because they're just big, bright, you know, bold colors. I like to call it trendy, I guess. I'm going to add that right there. I'm not going to put that on there yet. So I got this heart. We should just use that, right? And I've got that sentiment somewhere. Where'd my sentiment die go? There it is. I think I can do this. Very simple. But I want to use up these pieces. So you get a second card on the fly. Okay, so this dripped out a little bit more than I want. So what I'm going to do is bring in, wherever it is, my chamois. I'm just going to get some of that off. Okay. Hey, Bernadine, how are you? Team member Bernadine. Okay, and we're just going to lay that down. Might have to put a little tiny glue right there. Just a speck. Just a smidge. So it holds it in place. Now I have this great sentiment die. And we are going to make this, how about a thank you card? So let's go with the berry burst. And put thank you. We'll pop that on dimensionals. And again, these side pieces of your dimensionals are great for long dies. We're going to go with that. Then I'm going to add this to my card base. Just a quick, simple, easy thank you card. Using up the scraps. Grab another piece of white for the inside. And if you watch me, you know I don't put anything on the inside because I like to write personal messages. So this will go on the inside. But since I have these strips, I'm going to use up one of those too. I'm going to glue that right there. Let me look up. Yeah, I use this one. So I am also using up scraps and getting those off my table. We'll snip that off. Came out nice. Thank you, Peggy. And let's do some hearts in there. Since I have blue, I'm going to ink up the blue. Ooh, I got a little smudge there. That's all right. Put that on the inside. Add some gems. You notice I didn't add any ribbon, just the scraps. And there we have a cute, quick, easy thank you card. Right? Minus the smudges, which is, it's on my fingers. You get the idea. No worry, I can add some more hearts there. Quick, easy card using scraps. Here is the one we just did for the best friend. Then we have our fun fold for today, which is the pull-out card. A couple more pull-out cards. Well, I didn't do that one live, but here's the one we did live. And then there'll be still shots on my blog and on Facebook and my newsletter. I got to be careful with this one. It's all white. I don't want to get smudges on it because I need this for a wedding. There we have the wedding card. There we have the cutout. That was really fast. Yeah, it was. And there we have So Excited for You. Which one's your favorite? You know I like to ask you that, but I really do like to know. Inquiring minds like to know. Thank you, Carla. Thank you so much, Carla. You have a great weekend, too. So I hope you enjoyed Fun Fold Friday today. I hope you all have a great weekend. I will see you back here with my Scrapbook Sunday 101 video on Sunday. And again, thank you for tuning in.